Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today in the Strike Eagle I'm gonna try to hunt down a bunch of drones, the Shahad drones that flying in. And I'm gonna explain about it in about a second, but first of all I got a few things to say. First things is thank you very much to Current Hill. He makes awesome mods. I'm gonna link everything in the description down below. And if you want mods, you can join to my Discord. We have a channel dedicated only for mods, a bunch of mods for you to download, so you can have fun with that. I'm just playing with the Nev Flare. I'm going to explain what it is that I'm going to do with it in about a second. And second of all, thank you to Taxac. That guy made the skin that currently on the Strike Eagle here, the Israeli new concept design of an Israeli F-15EX. So this is the skin that was suggested in all the publishment. The jet is not existing yet, but it's in development. And apparently this is how it's going to look. And it's awesome that it made that skin. That's also, I'm going to link his user files in ED website. You can see all the awesome work that the guy is doing with skins for all kind of jets. And one announcement, I'm working on a public server. I hope to launch it in the few weeks or so. I'm trying to not make it too complex, but if you guys can tell from my editing of the videos, I'm trying to be really focused on the experience itself. So the public servers that I'm working on, the scenario that builds into it, I think it's really interesting, and I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun of it because it's I don't know, I put all my focus on the experience of the user. Like, you guys get to feel what it is, I don't know, to be in somewhat in an environment. I'm trying to keep it a secret. I don't want to give too much away. I'm going to have a trailer for you guys. I'm going to show all of it for you eventually. I'm going to make like a video that I'm doing some of the missions in there, and I think it's really fun. Now only Patreons and guys that help me develop the thing are getting early access to that. So I'm getting to use their feedback and I'm getting to use their input. So yeah, a lot of user experience, I would say. I'm trying to put the emphasis on that. I don't see any other way than to find them visually. I got the targeting pod on, and I'm working with a nav flare, and I'm to try to catch the. I don't know if they're gonna cross my head. I'm gonna see some bright. I don't know, but I don't. This is the challenge. I know where they are by intelligence. I know their flight path. The only thing with those drones, the only advantage that you have is they're really slow. So you got a lot of time till you get, from the time you got the intelligence that they've been launched, you got a lot of time to intercept. So I'm just gonna scan the sky. I'm just trying. Oh well, there they are. Look at those dots. You see? Okay, I'm carrying 49Xs. I'm gonna work with them, by the way, because it's really hard to pick them up on radar. And I'm gonna align myself behind them and try to pick them off one after another. There are 5 of them. I'm gonna try. I'm not even gonna try to lock with the radar, you know? Well, maybe I will. I don't know. Let's try to pick up the tone here. Yeah, you see the radar is not picking it up. It's a very challenging concept to think about those drones. It's a very smart development by Iran, by the way, to use those kind of drones, like a swarm of drones. GPS guided, can strike targets, can fly really long ranges. There we go, we got tone. I'm gonna wait for the steady tone where the missile kind of captures it. I'm really slow. I'm trying to fly with them. They're really slow. There we go. That's 1 Fox 2. I can't measure. It's so close. I can't measure the size of it. It's so close. I think it's actually kind of dangerous to shoot him down like that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for the steady tone, but I'm getting way too close. They're so small. Well, I'll try to pick them off like that, one after another. It's kind of funny, though. Aerial defense system can do a lot of things against them, but again, you would like to take him down before, because maybe that their target is the aerial defense system themselves. Here we go. Fox 2. Oh, thought I'm gonna miss that. Whoa, so close. You see, they're really small. It's hard to measure like the distance. I don't have a radar lock or anything. It's hard to measure. There we go. It's hard to measure the distance and understand how close they are. It literally exploded above my canopy. What's going on? The 9X got freaked out a little bit. There we go. And the last 9X. Now I'm going to try to gun him. Oh, look at that. Picked him up on radar. There we go. Okay, let's try to gun him down. Again, they're so... I'm just going to walk the rounds. Can't tell how far... It's like... Oh, what? What? That's embarrassing. Okay, I'm going to come back around. I'm going to try to take him down. Oh, it's going to be an issue to find. It's so small. That's annoying. Those drones, oof, they're annoying. And they can fly really low. They can actually avoid radar detection. As you see, they avoid my radar detection. But, you know, ground systems are way more powerful than that. Usually you'll be able to see them. But they can avoid it by flying really low. And slow. So they can notch a bunch of targets, a bunch of radars. Okay, let me just turn back around and find this guy. Did a little bit of an overturn there. There he is. I don't know if you guys... Now I don't see it. I zoomed in and now I don't see it. He's there. I definitely saw him. I saw him, the sun reflect on him a little bit. There's not a lot of sun, but there he is. Now you can see him a little bit better. There we go, captured on radar. Wow, the gun. When I got gun selected, the radar picks him up a little bit easier. I think maybe I should use that before. I couldn't scan and lock them ahead of time. That will be way easier to intercept. I had to intercept them visually. I don't think I'm gonna trust the gun sight on that one. I can try long range. Should I? Yeah, I don't think so. It's such a small target. I don't think the gun is accurate. I'm gonna try maybe... Yeah, the burst is way low. Okay. I'm gonna have to ballpark it again. Hopefully I'll not embarrass myself like before. So I'm trying to kind of walk the tracers onto it. I don't want to release a whole burst of, you know, a long burst like that. That looks close. Okay. Like a World War II set. I don't know why I shot the last... There we go. There we go. Oh, you see how close that was? I didn't look at the range, but that was so close. Okay. Splash. All 5 of them. You know, dogfights is one thing, but to try to catch those things, you know, it's a challenge in and of itself. Okay, let's go air to ground and try to destroy this truck. I'm carrying the CBU, by the way, so I'm going to drop one of them. I have only one, and that should cover it. It's a soft target, should not be an issue. I think I should be able to see it in the targeting pod in about a minute. Since I'll slave the targeting pod to the location. That's the thing, with intelligence, if you have intelligence in real life I'm talking about, if you have intelligence, you'll be able to take those things out ahead of time. And again, it's going to be a challenge to find, but there is air defense systems around. Now, let's try to ignore that for a second. I'm talking about like, you know, a scenario where you're basically surprised. It's going to be a challenge, especially if they're going to be a whole swarm of them. I mean, even if you got good air defense systems, if there's a whole swarm of them, I think those are the ones that they use to strike in the Persian Gulf, when they strike those oil refineries over there. Yeah, and they hit targets. They managed to hit with fair accuracy, fairly accurate. There we go. This is the target location. Now I need to scan for this truck over there. There is something suspicious here. I got only the general location. Well, that looks like something. Well, I'm gonna designate it just to be safe. But I'm not sure if that's a house right now or... Well, those are houses for sure. But I'm not sure about this. This corner right here of the house looks like behind it there is something. I can't tell. Okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on that while I'm closing in, and I have a better visual identification, so I can tell which thing is what. Got closer to the target. This is definitely the truck, and I'm getting closer. The nav flare is an interesting one, isn't it? If you guys flying the Strike Eagle, the nav flare, you can. It's a fairly useful tool to have. As far as I go to low-level flying at night. Now it's not night. It's almost night. It's got way darker since we started, but it's gonna be night fairly soon, and it's a really interesting system to work. I wonder what is the initial like development for that? Why to have it on the HUD like that? Is that for only low flying, like terrain following? I mean, what other uses? Because it's an interesting system, but I couldn't like figure out exactly what to do with it. Now with CCIP bombs, if you got the whole area lit up and you can tell, but night vision overall, if it's not, I don't know. It comes through as night vision, not as FLIR necessarily. I don't see like hit signatures or whatnot with that. Well, sometimes I do. I don't know. Maybe I need to fine tune it a little bit better. So I don't know. If you guys know why it was developed for, is it only for like navigation tool and, you know, flying by following terrain and whatnot for low-level flying? Or you got more uses to that? I don't know. See the target right there? And yeah, a simple CCIP drop should be able to solve the problem. I just need to be accurate. The CBU will cover enough area, but I need to be somewhat accurate to not miss. I have only one bomb, and I don't want to do a strafe. Getting closer to the target. I'm going to drop my nose a little bit just to make sure that the Pipper is following the terrain. It looks like it's a little bit low. Once I see it's going to start tracking the terrain, then I'm going to kind of correct my position there. I don't see it tracking the terrain yet. And I don't see the target. But I'm going to trust the tools here. There we go. Now it's tracking the terrain. There we go. We're getting a little bit too close. Well, that's going to be fine. Pickle. The bomb is away. Let's see if we got a hit in the targeting pod here. Well, that's definitely a hit. $29 nails. Air to air is selected. Let's climb up and gain somewhat of an advantage on them. Go back to the radar here. The radar of the F-15, the Strike Eagle, is so powerful. It's kind of fun to work with. And if you guys get the gist of it, how to work with the radar, it's actually fairly user-friendly. I found it easier than to work with a Hornet radar, for example. That radar is, I don't know, it's kind of fun to work with. If you got the logic of it. My elevation was off. I'm going to raise my elevation. There we go. Already see them. Already see them on the scope. Those are the targets. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to lock them right now. I'm going to use track while scan. Because there's definitely two of them. Yeah, I can see them on radar. Okay, that's one of them locked, the lead. Change the track while scan and lock the other. There we go, both of them locked. And we're gonna close the distance. I should be able to outrange them, especially with my radar. There we go, both targets lock and switch between the two. Gonna stay with a lead, and I'm gonna engage them first. I don't think they have a lot of separation between them, which is good. I would like to engage them at the same time. Usually when bandits are trailing and they got a good enough separation between them and they're one after another, you're gonna have to engage one of them and you'll be off perimeters for the other. I'm gonna jettison the fuel tanks because we're fine. So usually when bandits are trailing behind each other and they got good enough separation, it's a very good tactic to use because the lead is going to be in launch parameters for whoever is about to shoot him, and the other guy will not. So he'll be able to stay committed and engage you and send you defensive and actually chasing you down while you're cranking or defending after engaging that first bandit. So a trail formation is tactically somewhat good. It's a good formation. Usually, you know, people would like to have like a spread formation or what is it called, line abreast, to cover as much area, but trail formation is a very good one, especially if you're going to separate the altitudes. If one of you going to be high and the other one going to be low, it's very good, especially when using like flankers and stuff like that, where they got the great capability to look up. I'm going to close the distance. I would like to have high probability of killing those two, so I'm closing the distance to the best of my ability. I would not like to put myself at risk. They carry Fox 3s as well, by the way. 77, not the 77-1, the 77, so I'm outranging them. I got better missiles. Probably at about 20 something miles. There we go, Fox 3. That's on the lead. Switch to the other. Close the distance a little bit. Fox 3. Those Fox 3s on the way because I don't think they shot at me. The nav flare was really helpful. I saw a trail over there, but I think that was contrails. But if it was a missile, I think I would be able to see the two, like separate kind of lines. So the nav flare is actually helping. I see them now visually. They're still flying straight. I don't see them defending. Well, not yet, at least. There we go. Now they're defending. I see the lead defending. The number 2 is defending as well. There, oh, splash. That's a splash on the lead. That's a splash right there. I don't see the number 2, but I'm getting ready to chase him down. I saw him defending, so I'll be able to chase him down if he's going to recommit. I don't have missiles out on me, so I'm good. That's... You see the nav flare? You can see the contrails. There, yeah, 2 separate lines. That's a splash. Yeah, that's a splash. Alright, splash 2. When you're outranging someone, it's, yeah, you got the advantage. As long as you're going to use the tactics correctly, I'm going to crank away, you know, not let them be in parameters for launch, you're going to be good. That was awesome. Those drones are a challenge, man. And thank you very much for all the mods that we're getting from Corinthville. Those are amazing. So, and thanks for TaxTech for their skin again. Alright, see you guys later.